guy that just, no, like I said, like we just talked about, that fire in him, the competitiveness, and he just loves the game, and he loves being out there, loves being in the moment, and I think if you ask anybody around the league, he's been at the top for a long, long time.
As a guy who's played LA, probably, as a guy who's played LA so many times, any specific, I don't know if memories or just what your vibe is like towards the Kings and your experiences against them?
There's been a few battles. There's been some ups and downs, but played in the playoffs and many regular season games, and I remember when we were good in Anaheim, they were going through their stretch where they were winning, and I had battles with Quick, I had battles with Dustin Brown. You can go down the list, Kopitar, Doughty. You can keep going down the list, and it was a great rivalry.
You got a couple scratches there. Is that from the Logan Stanley fight? And how challenging is it to fight someone
7'4"?
Yeah.
He was big. It's definitely not easy, but things just happen during a game. It doesn't really, you're not really going out there and looking for it. It just happened, and at the same time, we didn't get off to the start we really wanted to, and it was an opportunity to kind of try to change the momentum.
There was talk a couple of games prior where maybe that response wasn't there in the way that it could have been or should have been. Is that something in your experience? You recognize that those things can't necessarily be allowed to continue. That sometimes you got to just take it upon yourself and change the tide. Did it have something to do with that?
We definitely heard about what everybody talking about it and in that Toronto game, and you look back and you do see the extra cross checks, the pushes, the shoves, whatever, the extra attention that those couple guys got, and that at the end of the day that can't really happen, and for me to go out there and fight Logan Stanley, that's not what it was about. It was about that moment, that game, and where we were in that game, and but at the same time, we have to look in here too. And make sure we do have that little pushback when things come to shove.
Yeah, you guys are human. This is a long schedule, and you're in the grind of it now. I imagine that that's going to happen. There's going to be lulls, but just maybe understanding that you got to sharpen those things up as you head towards the playoffs. You can't let it get too far away from the way you do business.
Right, and as the playoffs near, you want to be sharp with everything. It doesn't matter what it could be that little piece, or it could be the power play, or the power play, the D zone, whatever it is. You want to keep getting better each day, and if one thing slips, you have to figure it out and you have to get it back, and I hope we talked about it, and we'll figure it out.
We also had the celebration for Zach Hyman's 50th, and then we saw Darnell Nurse step up for you with the big fight, and you as well sticking up for yourself there. What can you say about the close-knit and the camaraderie vibe of this group right now?
Well, it's very close in here. When I first got here, you could feel how tight this group really was, and they care about each other, and those little moments during the season, the Heimo's 50th, you see that celebration, you see the guys just loving that moment, and then Darnell sticking up for me when I got hit the other night, and it just goes a long way when you're trying to build something around here.